Evil Uno and Carter Mason looking to start this match here. See who's going to get the upper hand first.
Uno has taken a lot of insult to the title of King of the North. He states that if he wants to be king of anything here, especially a place Uno calls home, here in the Keep of Canada, he's going to have to go past him. And if there's one thing you don't want to do, that's make Evil Uno mad.
And shove for shove here. Carter Mason showing he's not going to be pushed around by the bigger Evil Uno. Taking those slaps like a champion. And the upper hand here, the literal upper hand on Evil Uno is Carter Mason.
Listen to these. Seesawing him back and forth.
Dangling in the ropes is Evil Uno. Mason, another big chop in the corner.
Uno's going to have to use his strength advantage.
That's what you were talking about here, Dr. Bob, before the match started, that Carter Mason will have the speed advantage, which could come as a downfall for Evil Uno.
Well, the thing with Uno, and we've seen many a time, is sometimes that speed mixes him up a little bit. He often fights much smaller, much quicker opponents. And the biggest advantage that they have, double stomp on the apron! Folks, there is no gift to that. That is metal right underneath you.
That is the hardest part. He's going for it again. Carter Mason showing that Evil Uno will not get in his way. The minion checking on his leader here. Getting himself involved in the match. Uno's got to be careful not to be disqualified. Big spring.
Insult!
Unbelievable to the outside.
That would make Yoshihiro Asai Ultimo Dragon proud.
First man back to his feet is the King of the North, Carter Mason. The minion perhaps getting a little too close. Big chop to Uno. You can't see those blood vessels on his chest starting to burst. The redness kicking in.
Well, Mason's going to have to watch out because the receipt that Uno's going to give him. Uno is one of the hardest hitters in all the land. Getting the kids into this.
Getting the crowd to do chops here. Quite effective.
A little flexible is referee Emily in these rules.
Asking the crowd yet again. Young child that slapped Uno. They're all getting a piece here. Bowing to the crowd. High fives for everyone. He took his eye off Uno here. Oh!
Did you hear that one, folks? That might be a broken finger.
A hand, a knuckle, something. Straight chop to the post. That could not feel good.
Knife edge chop to the post. And again, the minion for the second time in this matchup.
Emily Parker is going to have to get some order here, possibly sending minion to the back. Evil Uno's got to be careful not to be disqualified by outside interference.
Oh! The septum piercer, Uno trying to tear away at his nose.
Was using the hand that potentially broke something here.
He is putting his finger back in place.
After the knife edge chop on that steel post, I can imagine that hurt Evil Uno quite a bit as well.
It looked like he dislocated a finger, just pushed it back in. That's a lot of weight.
Emily Parker with a 2 count.
Down. Marky Mark, look, he's pulling down on the side of the corner, adding that extra weight. Mason out of breath with the much heavier Uno standing directly on his throat. How do you recover from that?
Well, Evil Uno not letting up here. Slingshot yet again to the throat of the King of the North. Evil Uno taunting his opponent.
Not exactly a legal tactic. There's no ropes with your offense.
Using him like a rag doll right now. Going for a cocky pin. Not even a 1 count. Mason has none of that.
The authority here rests with the ref. That was only a 1, but Uno, that was on a 3. Are you kidding me?
It was a big old 0 count, I'm pretty sure. Taking his eye off Mason. Both men back to his feet. Mason back in the nose, big back elbow.
Knocks him to the ground.
Both men to the outside.
He's going to want a little bit of revenge from that front audience.
Oh, big knife edge chop.
Staring a hole right through the kid.
I believe previously chomped Evil Uno.
Taking him to the other kid.
Another
He's going to taunt every single kid.
Taking property, throwing a child's hat here around.
Horrible. Disgusting.
Despicable behavior.
Child paid for a front row tickets.
Gotta keep in mind here, we still do have the minion on the outside. Mason has to get here, go for a pin here. Evil Uno, Mason out at 2.
Again arguing with the referee. That certainly wasn't a 3 count, so I do not know what's going through Evil Uno's head.
Emily Parker did graduate 3rd grade math class. She does know how to count to 3.
I'm sorry, you called the smirk?
Firstly, the Smark is not here currently. I am Marky Mark from Wrestling 603 with Dr. Bob for them, just joining us here at Seaway Valley Wrestling Presents High Impact. We are on your TV. What a show we have so far for you guys right now. Evil Uno and the King of the North, Carter Mason in the ring. Evil Uno does have the advantage so far.
I wonder if King of the North as the title gets transferred over victories. I mean, if Uno wins this one, is he the new King of the North?
Very good question, Dr. Bob. It's a question the Smart could answer for you.
I'm not sure of the royalty.
He picked the big man up!
Canada.
The weight just too much for Carter Mason, trying to pick up Evil Uno. Here he goes!
Especially at this point in the matchup, he's been worn down by Uno so much. Jumping knee.
The big man in the corner. Mason running another. 3 in a row!
Busaku knee knocks the bigger man down, and this is the best advantage he's had so far. Goes for the pin.
Kick out by Evil Uno.
Not enough though. Uno, the much bigger man, much easier to kick out from his opponent of smaller stature. Not the same for Carter Mason.
It'll take a lot more for Carter Mason here to put Evil Uno away, but so far he has had the first piece of momentum in this match. Attempting again to pick up the big man.
Again.
Look at the strength, but again, Evil Uno slips out.
Mason going for that deathly driver this one in a lot of matches.
Another running knee to the corner. Uno's legs are wobbly here. Another jump up knee. Devastating.
Knee. Springboard tornado DDT.
Going for the
That is it.
2 count. Evil Uno kicks out yet again. One must wonder, Carter Mason's got to wonder now what he's got to do to put the big man away. He's trying everything so far in his power. Using every maneuver in his arsenal.
Fans and Carter Mason has brought out every single trick in his bag. Not enough to pin Evil Uno, but look at the intensity on his face. He is focused. He is ready to go in for the count.
Uno says no. Gives the foot to Emily.
Oh!
Big neck breaker.
That's referee Emily to you. Goes for the assisted neck breaker. Unfortunately, the referee getting pulled into those evil tactics. And what is Uno doing again? Yet again, for the umpteenth time in this matchup. Just taunting.
Dare I say wasting time, but he's giving a chance for Mason.
He's going for the something evil.
Mason out of it. Big knee, jumping up knee yet again.
He reversed the something evil.
Oh! Big kick by Uno. Is Uno going to the top rope? No, Dr. Bob, don't tell me he's going up.
That's Swanton, the Swan Dive senton, he delivers.
This could be huge impact. That's it. That's it. This has to be it.
Swan Dive senton, Uno's done.
1, 2, big kick out. Can you believe Mason kicks out of it? Both men right back to their feet.
Rainbow Star.
Well, if that wasn't it, this has to be it.
That's gonna be it, folks.
And Mason kicks out yet again. I can't believe it.
Still in this one is Carter Mason. But it might be too little too late. Uno is on such a rampage right now.
Picking up the lifeless Carter Mason. Gets him in the pin. 1, 2.
Rolling crucifix.
Big super kick to Uno. That rocked him good. Mason trying to recover here. Gain even a couple seconds of energy. Referee begins the count.
A little worried with how close the minion is to the side of Evil Uno. Hopefully it doesn't become more of a factor here.
For Emily Parker at a 5 count. Both men have until 10 to get back up to their feet. Slowly but surely. Uno first up, Mason second. Breaks the count. Both men with baby deer legs right now.
Who's reviewing baby deers? Going for big forearms.
I like venison, what can you say?
These two like bulls standing across from each other here. Going for big punches, big forearm strikes, big clubs. Oh!
Mason getting asked by Uno to stop, and he big spit.
Vintage.
Oh! Big jump up super kick.
This is our
And here comes the minion.
The rolling punch misses. Carter Mason
To the outside!
Pescado.
Taking the minion out. Will the minion be out of the equation for the rest of the match?
Catches him with a pescado, and that might be it for the minion. But unfortunately, seen that right on the head. That is it, folks.
Mason's got to be out. 1, 2, and he kicks out. How did he kick out of that? And yet again, instead of jumping on Carter Mason and trying to take advantage, yet again, he's complaining about the 2 count.
Folks, Mason just kicked out of the elevated brainbuster on the knee here, that deathly driver variation. And somehow he continues to fight. Evil Uno incredulous at the fight that Carter Mason, the King of the North, has brought, and he's going for another swan dive set on. If he hits it, that will be absolutely it. Gamangiri to the side as Mason refuses to lay down, refuses.
Oh my God, folks. Mason, is he looking for a superplex?
Top rope.
Oh my God! Did you hear that thud? Mason back to his feet.
Both men on their feet.
You're
Death Valley driver. This could be it.
Oh, that's it! Carter Mason's got to get the cover.
That's it, folks. That's it.
1, 2, oh! Evil Uno kicking out at 2.
Mason has pinned opponents from West Coast to East Coast and everywhere in between with that Death Valley driver, and somehow both men, both Uno and Mason, have been kicking out of huge, impactful move after move after move. This just goes to show you what kind of battleground here it is, a Seaway Valley Wrestling. Only the best of the absolute best can survive.
Uno putting referee Emily Parker in the way, asking her nicely to move, and a big forearm smash by Uno here, looking for something evil. Oh, that's it.
That's all she wrote,
Thank you, folks. Good night, Carter Mason. 1, 2, 3. Evil Uno picking up a huge victory here at Seaway Valley Wrestling. Valiant effort by the King of the North, Carter Mason, but Evil Uno, a little too much for him to handle. The minion, of course, was a factor in this match, wasn't he, Dr. Bob?
Absolutely, he was. I wonder if the matchup would have gone differently on just a one-on-one, no interference. But you got to give Uno credit. You got to give Mason credit. These are 2 of the best competitors in this entire country, on the entire scene. We're going to say great things out of both Uno and Mason in the future.